everyone. Today I'm going to talk about why university presses matter, why I like them, why I'm spending a whole month talking about them, 10 reasons that I want to support them, and share information about them with you. I will read from my clipboard because of subtitles, because I am trying to make this video for everyone around the world as opposed to only American or Canadian viewers, because university presses exist all over the world and every country has its own research focuses or specialties. This can apply to states or cities or provinces. They have their own areas of expertise, which I think is absolutely amazing. It just goes to show how much information is available to us out there all over the world, and it's incredible. I do most of my reading, though, of course, is American and Canadian university presses. Yeah. So anyways, I'll read this, and I hope this is a good video for you. Number 1, there's stats on how they're in decline, which are interesting to research. The printed book sales are in a huge decline, especially in recent years, so much that universities are actually experimenting with different publishing models. Right now, the whole industry is in flux. I watched a YouTube video by Association of University Presses where they're discussing what these models look like. One sounds like a community-based annotation system. Another is they stated that if every student around the world donated $1, all of the university press backlist books would become open access, which means freely available online for anyone with an internet who wants access to it. Right now, we can access a literal wealth of information on archive.org. One of their projects is called Open Library, where they're asking everyone to contribute books to collectively help build this e-library. There's a whole history of dusty old scanned books available on both of these sites. It's basically Project Gutenberg, but for nonfiction and with a more academic context. Number 2, they conduct valuable research, and they're written by professionals who spent decades researching a subject. These are trained professional researchers who are given a project in their field or that they're passionate about and want to share it with the world. Some of the books are timely and are about crucial social troubles that we need information to help think of ways to solve these problems. Number 3, I'm going to oversimplify here for the sake of brevity. They're peer-reviewed, so they could be more accurate than popular fiction. Other academics write reviews for each other's books, which are published in academic journals. So they discuss amongst each other the validity of their work. Of course, there's flaws in this system as well. For Reba, in her video at the Medieval Reader, eloquently mentioned publishing is required to gain tenure. This is certainly riddled with a whole host of troubles. I bundled it up simply as a form of a university being an arena with academic gladiators. Competition, reputation, partnerships, then if sponsorships are involved, it could become a bit messy and very complicated, if I understand all this correctly. If I miss something, please politely know in the comments. I'll link a new video by the same Association of University Presses in the description. A fellow booktuber researched fact-checking in popular fiction and how prone to inaccuracies they can be. If I can find that video, I'll link it as well. Popular fiction plays a key role in the book world. They're amazing resources, especially for getting into nonfiction, and can be printed within weeks of a major event happening. It just means that they have some weaknesses that we need to be aware of. Number 4, they have an almost infinite catalog of subjects that they research and publish on. Seriously, just wait till my video on university libraries comes out. If you make a video just going through all the different university press book catalogs, link it here as an example of how many subjects that they do publish on, or just visit the online catalogs and you'll see literally they have every subject. And number 5, and even more that are not in English probably. Number 5, they're trying more to write for a wider audience, so the language is more accessible and appealing to the general population. With the internet, we can Google things, which means basically anyone with an internet connection is an expert. This means misinformation can spread at a much greater speed than ever before. This book right here, this book is amazing for explaining just how common we, myself included, does this. I don't know if this was, I didn't know this was published by Oxford University Press when I first read it. It's very cheeky of them to publish this type of book with this much humor. I have to change a page. He's roasting us and his colleagues. The premise of this book is screaming for the general public to read more, or at least listen to experts. And I'll show you the table of contents. Number 6. This point, number 6, is the audience side of point number 2, which is the expert researcher side. Reading a few solid university press books on timely, relevant social issues can give you a firm understanding of the problem, its historical context, directions that solutions can be found in, and more recommendations for what to read next. A single page of intelligently written prose is way better than 300 tweets of misinformation. I'm not saying university presses should replace social media, but they should be a healthy addition to it. And number 7, getting solid information that's trustworthy, logical, and well thought out by a genuine expert can really help with the stresses that our planet's falling apart. It's good to know that there's experts out there working on it, and they don't believe the world's falling apart. It just seems like that sometimes to us. 21 Lessons for the 21st Century by Harari illustrates this point exceedingly well. I'll put the photo of it up here. He basically screams at experts in every field to get back to work ethically this time, and that us lay folks seriously need to pay more attention. The right attention. Once you're finished with this one, I suggest you read that one. This is level 1, Harari's is level 2. They're not convenient. Number 8. They're not convenient. Seeing an article by BuzzFeed on what the Kardashians wore to Burning Man or Coachella is convenient, ads and all. But reading about sustainable fabrics and the effects of sweatshops on the traditional culture of Bangladesh is more interesting, at least for a nerd like me. And there's no irritating ads that flash or freezes up your computer. Books don't have ads. Number 9. After a few solid documentaries on a beloved subject, popular fiction doesn't have enough new information. Try branching out instead. Instead of reading a host of popular fiction on thousands of subjects, choose a beloved subject and try your very first UniPress book on it. This information, it will be a bit more dense, with a bit more information and a whole list of books to read next. Then return to popular fiction and start again. If you really enjoy reading widely, that could be a good way. Or read widely among university presses. And number 10, the university libraries. Once you can increase your reading comprehension to read introductory academic writing, there's seriously a whole world of information out there. I think nonfiction has a longer history within universities and research institutions than it ever had out in the blogging world or even within the general public. Being an educated society is pretty new still. but nonfiction writing dates back to the ancient Greek and Sumerians. Ancient China was writing down weather reports and forecasts long before the Greeks were around. Increasing your reading level to include academic language seriously opens up this door to you. Libraries all over the world have collections that are actually collecting dust. Believe me, I've dusted plenty of library halls after I got home. So that's it. Those are my 10. Feel free to make a video reply to this. Choose one of my 10, expand on it, or make a list of your 10. You can even do the opposite in defense of popular fiction, or talk about uni presses in your country, because they are all over the world. And I'm hosting this readathon for everyone all over the world. Just let me know if you do make a reply, or link my video in your description box so we can find each other. And that's all. Thanks very much for listening, and have a good day. Bye everyone.